Hello, my name is Amanda Dykhouse, and I work for the Holland Symphony in a lot of different capacities. I'm the concertmaster, I'm the librarian, I work in the office, I'm working with selling tickets right now for our season subscriptions. And we have been so disappointed that we've had to cancel some concerts this spring. We've missed seeing you, we've missed playing for you. So in order to try to stay connected with you, we wanted to begin a series of videos to introduce you to some different people in our organization, some musicians, some staff members, some people who work behind the scenes. So who better to kick off this series with than our conductor and music director, Johannes. We know him as our conductor and music director, but he has an entirely other life out there in Long Beach, California, where he works at University of California at Long Beach, or no, Cal State Long Beach, and does a variety of things there. So I thought maybe today we could get a glimpse of what he does in his California life. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Johannes. What exactly do you do, and where do you do it? And what is a typical day like for you in your job, aside from all this coronavirus stuff?
Thank you, Amanda. Yes, the university is called Cal State Long Beach. The Cal State system has 23 campuses, and it's the largest university system in the country. And of them, Long Beach is one of the 3 flagship campuses. So the Long Beach campus has 38,000 students, and I'm the director of the Bob Cole Conservatory. It's basically the music department, but named after a donor who gave us a lot of money for scholarships. So yeah, when people see me in Holland, they think maybe I live there because that's really all they know about me. But I do fly in and out, and I have a full-time job here in California. So as a department chair / director, I manage the faculty. We have 24 tenure track faculty, about 70 adjuncts, and we have 550 music majors.
Wow.
So we're one of the larger music programs. And I still teach, even though that is really full-time. I do the orchestra as an overload. So I keep that in the evenings. I moved rehearsals to evenings. And so twice a week I rehearse for 3 hours, and then we do 6 to 7 concerts per year. So on a normal day, I would go in the office at around 9 and leave at 5. On Mondays and Wednesdays, I stay on, and I get there at 9 in the morning, and I leave at 10 at night because orchestra is from 7 to 10.
Wow.
And I try to make up for that by cutting the occasional Friday short, or when I bank those units and I fly to Holland, the time extra that I spent counts off so I don't have to take vacation.
I guess we appreciate your long days then.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's difficult, right? Because we've done 1 concert, and we were just about ready to do our 2nd concert with Moni, our director of strings, who many of you remember from doing a solo with us. We were ready to do the Shostakovich Violin Concerto and the Schmidt Symphony No. 4, and I basically canceled the dress rehearsal when the stay-at-home order was implemented. So we never did that concert, and then our last concert would have been Carmina Burana with full choirs, and so we canceled that one too. I also have a conducting student, and now obviously, he can't conduct the orchestra and me comment on him. So now we basically talk about repertoire. We talk about, this is his final semester. So we talk about the canon of pieces that he should know. I walk him through those scores and get him ready to do his first, maybe get his first professional gig or go on to do a DMA.
Okay. So what are you doing to keep your orchestra students busy right now? That's got to be one of the hardest things to teach from a distance and in this social isolation.
Yeah, so at first I had all these grand plans, right? So the Berlin Philharmonic has a digital concert hall, so I thought maybe I'll send them videos and then we talk about it. Along the same lines, the choirs and the bands, the other large ensemble, they're trying to keep the students occupied and engaged. However, we found out that there's a lot of stress on our students just with the Zoom instruction. So Many of our students really are freaked out because while online education has been part of our curriculum, shifting all of a sudden to online with a bunch of instructors who may not be well versed in how to teach online, we felt like reducing the burden would be a lot better. So instead of me scheduling weekly meetings, I basically send out standard excerpts. And I said, hey, in the remaining 4 weeks, why don't you prepare those excerpts to the best of your ability? Send me what you have. It doesn't have to be complete. I comment on them, and then kind of a back and forth. So I thought that would be not so work intensive and gives the students a little bit more time. I mean, orchestra is only one unit, and they do a lot for that unit when we are in concert season. But in relationship to the work that they do for their other classes, it was really, I try to offer a little relief.
Yeah, I'm sure they appreciate that. I'm living with 2 college students who have had a lot to do and a lot of adjusting to do. And those excerpts are going to be helpful for them for future auditions in other places too.
Exactly.
So maybe to close, you could just let us know how things are in Southern California. I mean, we're all basically staying home here in Michigan, but we aren't hit as hard as the other side of the state, and probably not as bad as California. So how are things in California right now?
Well, it's nothing like New York. Here, the governor responded really early, really quickly, while the national government was still trying to figure out in Washington, which direction the country should go. Our governor just basically shut down. The school sent the students home right away. So I think these early measures and the early stay-at-home, shelter in place kind of mandate really helped by not spreading this any further. So yeah, we're kind of hunkered down. Initially, the parks were open, so we could walk around a little bit more, but now they're not open to parking, so you have to get there by bicycle, or you walk to the park to take a walk in the park. But the Home Depot is open, grocery stores are open, everybody has a mask, so we're okay, and we understand that this is necessary. And we appreciate the leadership we've had in our states.
Yeah. Are you getting out at all, or are you just staying home?
We take regular walks in our neighborhood. And I have a little building project right now. So I'm in and out of Home Depot buying supplies. So
good. Well, we were hoping to have Johannes's bird with us today, but Papageno was not cooperating and making a little too much noise. So maybe next time we do this with you, we can have Papageno present with us. He'll get used to the camera a little more, but.
Great.
Good. Well, thanks for doing this. And we, again, to anyone who's listening to this video, we appreciate your continued support and interest and your faithfulness to the symphony. Maybe another time we'll have Johannes talk about the season that we have planned for next year. We're really excited about it and hope that everything goes as planned. But thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again in a week.